Soft and Quiet 2022. This is an American horror thriller. I quite liked it, although I found it really horrifying, very uncomfortable to watch. When I started, I watched it on a streaming service and I noticed that the film was actually near the end. For some reason, it was the last few minutes, practically in a spoiler area of the film, but I didn't realise it at the time. And I thought, whoops, it's almost like in the old days of video, if someone didn't follow the practice of be kind, rewind, someone's watched it and it's just at the end, almost the end of the spool, and you get to see the spoiler, it'd be quite annoying. I stopped it and dragged the bar back to the start and watched it properly. It's a really strange film. It captivated me. The characters, oh gosh, what can I say about them apart from I didn't find them likable. It's the kind of people I would no way want to associate with. And the trouble is, who knows, they could be anywhere. I try and build bridges with people where possible. I don't like divides, but there's a limit to how much I will accept when it comes to people's views on certain matters. Because early on, there's Emily. She's played by Stephanie Estes. She is a school teacher, primary school teacher, junior school, not sure what they called it in America. I think this is set in California. At the start of the film, she's in a bathroom and she's taking a pregnancy test. And then she has to wait with the child because the mother's late for picking up the child. A cleaner is walking by and Emily looks sternly at the cleaner. She says something like, you're not supposed to clean the floor whilst there's children there. She's trying to encourage the child to do the telling off. It's an indication of what's to come, but I didn't realise it at the time. So the mother picks up the pupil and she walks through this wood to a church, and she's carrying this pie with a tinfoil cover, and she meets someone on the way who's going to the same meeting. It's described in the synopsis as a mixer. I wasn't quite clear what that was, but she's one of the people involved in a mixer to meet other local women in the community, and you think, oh, that could be nice. Well, when she unveils her pie, she takes the foil off. That is the very moment she says something like, oh, can't anyone take a joke? The pattern on the pie is not a joke at all. It is an indicator of things to come and exactly what this group of women are about. I don't think I'd want to know people who actually liked these characters. Emily explains that they're going to be involved in vigorous discussions. It is really scary, I think. I don't encounter much of it. This morning, there was some really awful items of news that I may cover in my next vlog. Oh, I felt so depressed. I felt tired anyway. I was really feeling upset and drained. So Emily unveils this pie. It is awful. The host organisation is a church. The priest calls Emily aside and says, you need to leave. And she arranges for them to come back to her place for some wine. That's what the plan is. And they go to a shop and they encounter a couple of people who Emily knew from before. If there were any doubts before, and there certainly weren't in my mind, now you get to see how awful, how things start to escalate. There's this standoff. One of the women has been instrumental in a court case in which one of Emily's relatives has been sent down. So there's a lot of animosity between these two women. And things start to escalate further because they behave like a pack. So things start spiraling out of control. They might have some idea about revenge, but something else happens instead. And how they deal with the situation is when things get really messy. In the trailer, there's a high-pitched sound. It's often used when things go really badly wrong. I don't like it because it reminds me of my tinnitus. It's a really interesting film. I think the director has done an amazing job. You wonder what's going to happen towards the end. Luckily, I forgot the ending, how the ending would fit in. I'd seen one scene where I didn't actually realise who the character was in that scene. I'm glad I didn't, because that may have spoilt it. So it is pretty terrifying. It really is eye-opening, and it's very topical considering the kind of politics we're facing these days. It's a really impressive film. It's the sort of film that stays with you. The more people watch it, the better. I'm going to score it 8.75. Ideally see it when you're in a resilient kind of mood, good mood. I think that really helps. The acting was absolutely excellent. On Wikipedia, only Olivia Lusardi has a hyperlink, so I guess the other actors aren't that well known. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please like if you like this video, and see you again soon. Bye for now. And I found I deleted the first version of this recording. However, I'm doing it again. I'm hopefully doing it better.